Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to your Monday Night Raw review, January 11th, 2021. And before we start, before the show, Drew McIntyre, it was announced by WWE that Drew McIntyre contacted COVID and that he was going to be in quarantine for 2 weeks, I guess from today. So in time for the Royal Rumble. And I just want to send my best wishes and well regards to him, to Drew McIntyre. Hope you have a speedy recovery, bro. And so then that triggered them to announce Triple H on the show. But for Drew McIntyre, he announced he did a video at home or whatever fuck, and he was like, "Hi guys, I got COVID, but I have no symptoms, but I have COVID." And he was just talking about how COVID take it seriously and this and that. And then later on in the night, he started talking about Goldberg'S in a different video. He did not show up on the show, for obvious reasons, in the ring. And these were probably pre-taped audio. But Drew McIntyre then, he was like, do I accept the challenge of Goldberg? He went on to give a, long speech. And he was like, I accept. So Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg at Royal Rumble, you're going to see the graphic. And then the other thing that you probably give a shit about is stuff with Randy Orton, Triple H, Alexa Bliss. So Triple H returned to Monday Night Raw. He opened the show and he was talking about this and that. And then Randy Orton comes and he's like, oh, you're going to announce me for the Royal Rumble, this and that. And he's like, nah. And he's like, yo, let's have a fight. Let's do this. And I'm going to put you out once and for all. Triple H denied. And Randy was like, yo, get your balls out of Stephanie McMahon's purse. And then eventually, Triple H, he answered. And then on later in the night, like, the interview asked Randy Orton about his thoughts, whatever, fuck. And then you had the main event, Triple H versus Randy Orton. But then, before you had Keith Lee, he was talking to Triple H, like, yo, you have my back, I have your back, this and that. But he didn't even show up, so I don't know what the hell happened. But, so then it was Randy Orton versus Triple H. And it was like 10 minutes left in the show. They started brawling in a fight. And then Triple H got a sledgehammer. And he was going to use it. Then the lights start going boom. They do the off. You know how the Fiend does it. And then out of nowhere, Triple H's sledgehammer is on fire. He's like, oh, what the fuck? And then the lights go off and then Triple H disappears. So then you have Alexa Bliss returning to the ring. And I don't think she said anything, and she does the pain or play, and she did pain, and she threw a fireball at Randy Orton. So no Fiend, and Triple H went away for some reason, and Alexa Bliss threw a fireball at Randy Orton. So I don't fucking know. That was some weird shit. It looked weird on TV. You have to go back and watch that shit. It was so awkward the way they edited that shit. But that was the main event. All you really give a shit about. The rest of the show was garbage. What else can I say? What else can I say, man? This shit is too long. Too long, and it fucking sucks. So, oh yeah, and then WWE showing video packages of Goldberg. They were sucking him off so hard, bro. Like, no one cares anymore. But, so then Charlotte Flair's interviewed backstage. She's like, me and my dad are good. It is what it is. And then Lacey Evans is like, yo, who wouldn't want Ric Flair? Shit like that. I don't even know. I don't even know what the storyline is. Seriously, what is this storyline? Charlotte Flair versus Lacey Evans. Ric Flair comes. I don't know why. He shows up at the arena. And he calls Charlotte Flair the match again. And then Rick and Lacey Evans, they celebrate. And back from commercial, Lacey Evans and Ric Flair are interviewed. And Lacey says she's going to get changed in the hotel room, which is gross. It's gross. Whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what the storyline is. I don't really care. I don't even think Asuka was on the show. No Asuka. Who knows if she... By the way, you're going to see a lot on the show that there was a lot of wrestlers pulling double duty. And early on in the show, in the night, during the day... I think it was Fightful, they reported that AEW, a bunch of companies or whatever, there was like a big outbreak, a bunch of wrestlers got COVID, like WWE and Impact and shit, and I wonder how many had COVID on Raw, because like bunch of people pulled double duty. So Keith Lee's interviewed backstage. Sheamus rolls up. Miz and Morrison, they roll up. I don't fucking know. Then it calls for a tag team match between them. And who gives a shit? Jeff Hardy's in the ring, waiting for Elias. I don't know why we're getting Elias versus Jeff Hardy again. Jeff has to wrestle Jackson instead because Elias is hurt. I don't fucking know. Jackson Riker versus Jeff Hardy, and Riker wins the match. And Elias is like, yo, I think I could do this. So it's Elias versus Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy ends up getting the win. And Elias was like, yo, what happened? Why didn't you help in the match? He was like, yo, you said not to. So whatever, who cares? Keith Lee and Sheamus versus The Miz and Morrison. Keith Lee and Sheamus won, but they were celebrating, and then out of nowhere, I don't know what the fuck happened. They were all hugs and shit. Seriously, I don't know what the hell happened. But Keith Lee and Sheamus are shoving each other. Whatever, I don't know. Keith Lee versus Sheamus. I think the ring rope broke. I don't know what the fuck happened there. And Keith Lee wins. And so Keith Lee offers a fist bump, and Sheamus swats his fist away and gives him a hug. So whatever, kumbaya moment. But they pulled double duty there. For whatever reason. I don't know. I'm guessing COVID. And then after that, you had Matt Riddle backstage, and he's hyped about Bobby Lashley versus him and Bobby Lashley. Yo, I don't know what this shit was, but there was... Matt Riddle looked corny, and he's talking to the Lucha House Party. Then you get Xavier Woods versus T-Bar, and Kofi wasn't there, so I'm assuming he has COVID too. And so T-Bar pinned Xavier Woods. Who gives a shit? Everything else on this show is so shit. Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle, and I don't even know what the fuck. Bobby Lashley wins by submission with the Hurt Lock. Then Matt Riddle gets on the mic. He's like, yo, you and me, MVP, what the fuck? So, MVP versus Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle wins. So, there's your 50-50 booking. Matt Riddle pulled double duty. And I don't know what the fuck happens, because that was for the United States title that he lost to Bobby Lashley. So, I don't know. There's a recap of what happened with Roman Reigns and Adam Pearce on Friday Night SmackDown. And AJ Styles backstage talking to Pierce, this and that. Drew Gulak rolls up. He's like, yo, I want to be in the Royal Rumble match. And Adam Pearce like, if you could beat AJ Styles. And AJ Styles were almost AJ Styles versus Drew Gulak. And obviously AJ Styles won. So he's still in the Royal Rumble. So that is great news. Then, you know, you had the stuff with Goldberg, this and that. Who gives a shit? Keith Lee, Triple H. Then you had Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Seriously, guys. This is a perfect example of you can have multiple women matches, but if you're getting Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, how is that good? How is that good for television? Huh? Who the fuck wants to see that shit? So anyways, it looks like there's tension between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And Nia Jax was on the top rope, and Shayna Baszler tagged herself in, and she did the submission move on, I think it was, what the fuck is her name? Jesus, Mandy, not Mandy, fucking Dana Brooke. So there you go, that was a show. You had the main event. Randy Orton versus Triple H, who gives a shit? Other than stuff with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and shit, like, there's nothing really you give a shit about. Legends Night 2.0 was back with Ric Flair and Triple H. And I don't fucking know, man. Seriously, Raw is so bad. So bad. I can't wait till Wednesday and Friday and shit like that. Oh, God, Roman Reigns is carrying this company so hard. Anyways, that was tonight's review for Monday Night Raw. Yeah, fucking Alexa Bliss threw a fireball at fucking Randy Orton, so there you go. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw in this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn that notification bell on, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Later.